I mean, lots of Christians worry that once you embrace science, somehow it's a slippery slope to questioning every part of the Bible or every part of the gospel. And, the last 100 years has often been a difficult time for Christians. It was because Newton's predictable mechanistic universe became so powerful in the 18th and 19th century that people began to say, well, if the universe is a bit like a clock, a predictable mechanism, then God can't poke his fingers into the mechanism and do miracles. And so people began to say, well, God can't do the miraculous. Therefore, some of the New Testament stories about Jesus have been made up. Or people have seen what happened with Darwin and the attack on what it means to be human. And this sense of science being a threat has built up. I think that comes from a basic insecurity in Christians and comes from a sense in which we haven't taught Christians well enough in the churches about that science is a gift from God rather than a child of Satan. I believe that science is a gift from God. It can be used for evil as well as good, but it is a gift by the very nature of the universe itself and the very nature of being made in the image of God. And one needs to keep on affirming science, teaching the Bible well, and understanding the different genres in Scripture, and seeing where the two can come together. And one more thing, and that is that what we haven't been terribly good at doing is hearing the testimony of scientists themselves. Now, one of the most remarkable things is that many, many scientists throughout the world, leading scientists in areas of cosmology and biology, of the human person in terms of neuroscience, these folk are Christian believers, Bible-believing Christian believers. And they hold together their science and their faith with a naturalness which often folk in our churches, or indeed folk outside the churches, don't realize. And it's hearing their stories which is very important.